Hello, good evening, everyone. Club members, I welcome you to this session of Market Wrap Up. In this session, as Shuradeep has been taking this session every Friday and discussing a lot of things with you guys, I'm sure you are finding value in the discussion. I thought it's important for me also to join this session and probably help you take care of your nerves, relax you a bit, and try to connect with you as much as possible. So the format of this session will be very simple. First half an hour, I want Shuradeep to give his market wrap up, what he's looking at market, how market has performed, a few stock ideas which he has been able to identify for us. The first half an hour will belong to him, and the next half an hour will belong to me, and I will be taking questions from all of you. And obviously, I'll share with you my perspective about the market and where things looks like, particularly today, where the market has really reacted widely, isn't it? So I request Shuradeep to take it off from me and start his session. Shuradeep.
Thank you, sir. And it is a privilege to uh, uh, conduct a session along with you. Thank you. Thanks all. So this has been kind of a week that one should remember. Let us revisit the price activity in terms of Nifty in the. So these are the 5 days. Okay. So what happened is that the market was weakening and as 15,000. And what happened during the weekend is that this is last Friday's candle. So let me put a bar here. Uh, so what happened on Friday is that the number of COVID cases suddenly jumped for 3 days, and over the weekend it jumped. So what happened when market opened on Monday? So there was a fear that the COVID cases were rising again, and that's why what happened is that uh, market actually from the open it plunged a lot. But as we know that this level 15,000, 15,600, this was a kind of a support earlier. Just a second. Yeah, so it took a support around around this 14,600 and 700. And later what happened is that the day before yesterday, uh, or the Wednesday actually, there was trading related issues that were going on in NSC. And after that, when the market started, a news came from our finance ministry. So if I go to Twitter, Ministry of Finance, this is the Twitter handle. So a tweet was about to come, and that was reported in CNBC. That some, yeah, I will show you the tweet if possible. So there have been so many tweets. Let me actually avoid it. The crux of the tweet was simply that the private banks were allowed in some government businesses, which earlier they were not allowed. So due to that, there was a very sharp short covering that happened in Nifty and Bank reports, and uh, this happened that day when the market extended till 5 p.m. and then there was a follow up on the expiry day window. Now, till that, it is okay, it is normal course of action. Now, what happened today? You can see almost 300-point cap down, and after that, even 350 fall. That was something that we have not faced for quite some time. Now, let us understand what actually had happened. Those who are uh, following me in Twitter, or actually those who are in TMP, I gave them a message that this was happening. Was 10 year, just a second. government bonds. Okay, so in the TMP, I gave this message. I will show you what was happening. US 10-year yield, this one. Okay, so this has actually happened, and this is the monthly chart. uh, Try to understand this. And we told this in the night itself when US futures were 300 point down, and later they were 600 point down. But what happened is that suddenly you can see that early US interest rates had earlier tried to bottom out at 1.37, the 10-year yield. And yesterday there was a sharp spike in US 10-year bond yield, and it went to almost 1 point, and the high was 1.563. So it went above 1.5, and there was quite a bit of panic into the US market. Okay. Now, what happens when interest rate goes up is that the easy money. Now, all the global markets are rising because US interest rates are very low, less than 2%. So people are borrowing money at 2% and investing into debt and equities across other countries. And Indian rupees especially have been very stable over last 2 3 years. So what you can see is that a lot of money has flown into countries like India due to this reason. Now, when if the interest rates start going on, and this is a decade long story, if you can see, like market could not go once in 2012, once in 2016, once in 2019, and due to the pandemic, it went eventually. And now, if interest rates are going up, the easy monetary policy, the availability of easy fund can go away, and due to that reason, people have to pull out money from emerging markets like India. And US money has not only flowed into Indian market, it has flowed into all markets. Like the dividend yield of US S&P is still 3 4%, okay, or 2 or 3%, but their bond yield is only 1.4. So what is happening is that if suddenly this goes to 2.4, the already the money invested will be at loss, and that's why there was a panic, and that's why all the global markets were falling. Now, in this context, I will start from the bottom up, and I will look at other asset classes and come to equities. Now, always have an eye that if eventually it is able to stay below 1.4, and in that case, the fears would be allayed, and the bull market will against that. But if it sustains above 1.5, there is a good chance that it will go to 2 or 2.5. In that case, you can see serious correction continuing into the market. So the fulcrum of our understanding of the market in coming days is going to be this thing. Okay. Now let me show you one important thing is the dollar index. Uh, Now, US dollar index, as we have been discussing for quite a long time, and I will go to daily chart later, but this is the level where it is taking support, and a kind of like once 88 is breached, then bull market can reach like certain level. But what we are seeing here, I'm deleting few of the drawings at this moment. Uh, so what we can see that this is the level where it is getting supported. If I go to the daily chart, I will see that okay, though the bond yields have gone up, but what we can see that this dollar index is not going, and until and unless it moves above this 91.5, 91.6, we are still, I'm still not willing to give it that we are getting into a bear phase. Till the time that dollar index starts trading above 91.8 kind of a level, I will like to think that we are still in a bull market, and this is a correction that will bottom out maybe at a certain point. You can see that there is a bearish trend line. So 91, 91.7, these levels are very crucial, and possibly we won't be actually crossing above that, and we will still be in a bull market. That is my assumption as of now. Okay. So now you have to understand that that was the immediate reaction that money won't be cheaper. But if I am talking about interest rates, you have to understand a small macro point. That is, if the interest rate goes up a little bit, or the inflation actually is inflation expectation is going up. So if inflation is going up, what happens? Generally, the interest rates are going up in a lagging manner. So the companies which are into the market, they will be able to pass on this price rise, input price rise to consumer in most of the cases, and their money that they owe to the banks would be lagging, increasing, but in a lagging manner. So what generally happens in a rising inflation scenario is that the margins of the companies expand, and normally banks and consumer facing companies and real estate, all these kind of economy facing stocks actually do very good in a rising inflation scenario at the beginning of the rate rise cycle. Rates have started going up just a bit. Okay, rates have not actually skyrocketed, so you can assume that okay, there is a good possibility that the company earnings will rise. Now, these are the macro levels that we discussed. Now we will quickly look at few other asset classes like gold that we every week discuss. And again, I am telling you, this is a very crucial level. 1750, 76. If this is broken, which we have been discussing for many weeks now, and this is not breaking for some reason, I don't know. If there is a possibility that it will come to 1700 or to 1675, this is highly possible. Okay, if the break is there in the gold. Now, let me come to the crude oil chart at this moment. The crude oil chart is very important for us. The WTI crude oil chart. Just a second. And I will look at a bigger time frame chart. This is the crude oil chart. And let me go to the monthly chart once again. See, this is the biggest problem for India because fuel prices are going up, and that's why a lot of effect on inflation. Now you can see that the 62, 63 level is a very strong level. And do you remember when this 53, 54 was broken? I told you that 62, 63 is almost coming 15, 16% move, which came within a very short time in the month of Feb. Now, here there is a clear resistance. If crude oil is able to sustain above this, first it will move to 66 and then 75. Possibly it won't go above that, but still there is quite a bit of headroom. Like 62 to 63 is a no trading zone, you can say, but above 63.50, it will again be bullish. So generally, what it has been visible is that like Biden has assumed office for a very short period of time, but he has already started attacking US targets in the Middle East. So if that happens, it can actually be a spike for. Yesterday there was a strike in Syria. So if the Iranian assets in Syria, so if this kind of things keep on happening, you may see that crude oil price actually going up, and that is a little bit bad for India. Okay, but this is the view on the crude oil. Now come back to the Nifty. Okay, uh, okay. Let me show you the Dow charts also for a moment. Dow futures before going into uh, E-mini Dow futures. Okay, or Dow Jones, this one, futures, current contract front one. Now, I'm going to the daily chart. Uh, just a second. Now you can see it is at a support, and there is a less chance that it will actually break 3100, and that's why I am little bit skeptical to turn very bearish at this moment, as long as this 100 is holding. Okay, so what happens is that when there is a spike in bond yield, people are trigger happy. People will sell, and they will try to have a big move in the market, and that happened. But still, it doesn't look anything until and unless it sustains about 31,000. Okay, so I'm still not bearish. I'm, I would say. Now, I'm coming back to Nifty. Okay, so you need to know the global context, but because what will happen is that if today Dow goes up to 300 points, Monday you will see that 14,800, 14,900, and market may again reach about 15,000. That's how bull market works. They shake out the weak hands. Okay, now uh, this is the Nifty. Uh, this is the daily chart, and those who are in my TMP batches, they know that today my clear message was that if it goes below 850, we will short. If it stays above 900, we will go long. So initially, it never stayed above. I would say 850. If I go to the 15-minute chart, and I was sharing that chart into my TMP groups, is that this is how it happened. See, 850 was around this level. Once it broke, it was clear sell. It was clear sell. There was no doubt that it was sell, and it was a very clear sell. Okay. Now I'm again getting back to the daily chart, and you will understand this is a kind of a cup and handle pattern that has formed, inverse cup and handle, obviously. What can happen is the potential target of 13,800, but directly it won't go to 13,800. There is a kind of a potential trend line around this 14,000, 250, 280 zone also. So if tomorrow, we have to see how it opens. If it stays above 14,650, we will try to trade on the long side. If it sustains below today's low, or if it goes below, we will play for at least 200 points. And again, if it stays below 14,200, then play for 300 points more. So this is very clear in terms of Nifty. Bank Nifty is even more clearer because banks are high beta. So obviously the signs are even more clearer. See, Bank Nifty is still not that bearish compared to Nifty. Now, if the Bank Nifty stays above 34,900, it can reach 32,800, but I have a suspicion that uh, we may see that Bank Nifty just staying above 35,000, and it can try to attempt a 35,700 and above that again towards new high. So not very bearish at this moment in the Bank Nifty. Now, given the kind of the nature of the fall, I told you that we can easily fall to 13,800 next week. It is very difficult to find stocks which are going to buy. I just will want to show you a few sector which is looking very good still. Okay, so this is the best sector right now. If I talk to you, FT Metal, so it is looking really bullish, and not at all weak. It is still bullish. One day it has corrected, but not that much. So I am going to stocks which I liked. So again, I'm going to Hindalco Industries, and I will once again move to monthly chart. And all of you remember that this chart I have been discussing for quite a long time, that Hindalco, it was a lifetime breakout, and I told you that possibly we are going to 480, 500 levels. So this week it is sustained above this and it have a 50 rupee movement due to this. So you know who all are in TNP and who all attended this session earlier also. I talked about Hindalco and this stock. Okay. So Tata, so this is one stock that you keep an eye. Uh, this is for the long term view. For the medium term, let me show you the level. So as long as it stays above 325, 325, it is absolutely fine for upside. Another stock which looks very good. Yes, obviously today most of them have had mild correction, but it is again looking good. About 215, you can see Vedanta going up. It looks decent. Jindal Steel and Power. You can see if it stays above 350, the structure is bullish, and if it stays above 329, it is looking bullish. Okay, so three stocks I discussed from the metals and mining sector. Uh, Another stock which looks good is Reliance. See, Reliance has not corrected a lot. Uh, the daily chart, you can see there was a breakout. And if the stock can trade about 31,000, sorry, 2165, there is a possibility 2380 it can go. But yeah, obviously, if it stays below 2120, don't be long in it. It can correct again towards 1820. So we don't know how big the fall will be. Still, I'm assuming that it is not a very big fall. But yeah, if the bond yields continue to rise, we will see falls. And in that case, these things will. So Reliance is a very nice position. Above 2160, you will go long. Below it, you can go on the shorter side. Okay. So, and Adani Group stocks, all of them look very good. So, Adani Enterprise, you can see, uh, as I told you in the last week, that it can move towards 971. So, in last 5 days, C792 to 860, it had already gone. So, they are in a good spot. They can move. Adani Green, Adani Ports is also similar. So if you remember, I have discussed all this stocks with you. Adani Ports. See, this is also going up, and I gave you this target of 720. They reach there, okay, but it can still move higher side, okay. Adani Greens. The stock is also waiting for breakout. Have to 1220 above this can actually break out. One stock that has pulled back to support and can rise today, next week is Kajaria Ceramics. See, if the stock stays above 925, I think it is a very good level. One can look for buy. I'm talking about buy side stock. I will come to the short side stocks also. So just a second. Yeah, this is Kajaria Ceramics. Okay, and let me show you the bank stocks that I generally do uh, every week. Like Axis Bank is a strong bank which is not breaking the 714 support. So if it stays above this bullish and if it stays below 710, it can go to 680. Okay, ICICI Bank has turned bearish. Uh, Yeah, so if it breaks this 580, 590, it can move towards 550 level. The key is to stay below 605. Okay. Kotak is very bearish. I don't know why. It looks very bearish. It is falling like anything and possibly heading towards 1700. The most bullish stock in this market looks to me is IndusInd Bank. Okay. Uh, this is near support and possibly this is the right if it stays above 1050 it is ripe for rise. HDFC Bank is like this. Okay, so again, HDFC Bank is around 1507, 1508. Now, few NBFCs as we every week look at HDFC. You can see quite weak and probably going towards 2370. Bajaj Finance I will look at. So again, pull back to the support zone. If this support zone of 5200 holds, it can bounce. If 5200 doesn't hold, then it can actually fall. Okay. Uh, so this is about Bajaj Finance. The stock, now those stocks that you can sell actually. Okay. So Maruti is a stock which looks, see, this is a head and shoulder. So in 7140, 7150, we have given a sell trade. In the TMP, it is falling. It is likely to fall more. Bajaj Auto below 3850. Bajaj Auto below 3850. Uh, uh, it is a sell and possibly it is going to fall a lot. If price stays below 3850. The paints twin, Asian paints. Okay. So falling and it can fall in a rising crude oil scenario. And again, now crude oil, if it breaches 60 and it will go up. So have a like eye on that. Today, I gave Bajaj Paint in TMP as a sale trade, and it fell 2.5%. It can fall more. Okay. So staying below 695, it can fall more. So these are the stocks on the sell side. Maruti can fall more. I had discussed Bajaj Auto. Okay, these are the auto stocks. So mostly these are the stocks that I wanted to discuss with you. Uh, Key would be looking at the macro factors and looking at the details in how uh, the macro factors and the dollar index and the yield is moving and this US is moving, and also keep an eye on this US future until unless it is breaching 31,100, market may actually bounce back. And one important factor is worldometer COVID. Just a second. Uh, so the world figures I'm not concerned that much. What I am more concerned is the Indian figures, because the world figures are overall coming down, but the India numbers have been going up in last few days. Just a second. So you can see this bottoming out, and this is also like a chart. The moment it will start staying about 25,000, uh, uh, it will have a like a kind of a sentimental effect onto the market. 25,000 is a kind of level, because once it crossed 25,000, we can see, much like chart also, that there is a kind of incremental number of cases. So it is very important, and you can see from a level of 10,000, 11,000, it is now 16,000, 17,000 every day it is happening. So very crucial for India to actually stop this below 20K, to stop panic. Yeah, so 6:30, I hand over to Vivek sir. Uh, so all your questions, Vivek sir is there, and I'm also with you. So I will be listening to sir. So thank you. Have a great week ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sharadeep, for this lovely wrap up and giving your perspective. You know, friends, why I wanted Sharadeep to talk to you, because he has been very, very correct in his assessment of market and his stock idea identification. So I thought it would be better if both of us can present our view to you. And this is going to be every Friday exercise. So I hope, apart from the market view, you also learn from the thought process. As you know, StockEdge Club is not about giving you stock ideas or giving you a view on the market. StockEdge Club is more about making you understand the process so that you yourself can do all these analysis and become independent. All right. So let me just share my screen now with you. So Swati, are you there? Can you
Yes,
make
I'll
me the
just make you
presentation?
presenter. Yes, I
Yeah,
would do
yeah.
it right away.
Okay, so first thing first, because this is my first interaction with all my club members, my favorite team, I have to explain you a setup which you need to do. You know, uh, well, I'm sure that a lot of you would be relatively newer in market, and you may probably have not created a setup for yourself. Apart from the view which I will discuss, that where I see market going or what it is happening in the market, I, in multiple forums, I have talked about one concept with all of you, that it has to be top-down approach, which should facilitate decision making for you. And top-down has to be sector first and then stock. Because once you go bottom up, like stock, and then try to make a judgment on the sector, it becomes relatively tougher. I will not say that it's tough, it's impossible, because Sharadeep is obviously, and there are other people I know in my trading firm also who does that. But the best way I believe works in the market is to look at sector and then figure out the stock which is relevant in your sector. Now to do that, there is a way you have to design your trading view. And why I say trading view is because there is no alternative to trading view. Even stockage, we are trying to integrate trading view in stockage. That's the internal news which I want to share with all of you. But trading view is phenomenal, and all of you, if you have not yet taken at least the pro version of trading view, which is a very nominal cost, it's not very highly expensive, but even if free version of TradingView will have these facilities, which I'm going to discuss with you. Okay, you have to design your watch list the way I'm asking you to do. Okay, I'm going to switch off my webcam for the ease of internet connectivity. So this is a watch list which I have created, which is basically a sector-wise segregation. Okay, so these are the major sector indices which are available in the exchange. And for the simplicity's sake, I have taken NSE sectors. Okay, I could have taken BSE sectors also, but how do you get the sector indices? Just go to Stock Edge, uh, go to indices. This may be trivial for some people, so kindly bear with me if it is trivial discussion with you. So sector indices, and you see all the major indices are right here in front of you. So what I want you to do is start tracking these sector indices. Okay. So say for example, Nifty Pharma is there. So Nifty Pharma, what are the stocks in Nifty Pharma? So these are the stocks in Nifty Pharma which you need to track along with that index. Okay. So what I've done in TradingView, I have made this watch list with sector indices and the stock inside the sector index. Okay, so all of you, first thing first you have to do is, yes, it is an effort, but until as you put an effort, market is very ruthless. So many people are in the market to make money. No, that's the common objective. All kind of people are there in the market because they want to make money. So you need to be better prepared if you want to make money. So how you do this, I'll explain you. Okay. So let me create a new watch list, which is the watch list probably you will love to create for yourself. So let me add a new list. Okay. Sector analysis. Okay. So this is a blank one. This is the template which I have created for myself, which is a double duration template. One is the daily chart, another one is the 2 hourly chart. Let me remove the 2 hourly chart for the time being, so that you guys see exactly what you are able to do with the free version. So this is the daily chart. Okay. In daily chart, what I have added is, as this is my template which I follow, what I've added is my RS with Nifty, which every one of you now would be knowing what RS is and what do I do with RS. If you don't know, please, as part of StockEdge Club, you have access to this webinar of mine. Please, all of you, I request, go and search for me in Elon Markets. I know the experience could be slightly tough because Elon Markets could become quite uh, crowded. But look at this webinar, this golden strategy webinar, and the RS webinar which I conducted earlier. You have to see this, okay? So this is the template which I follow, the RS of Nifty. This is a new RS which I follow, which is basically price of the stock divided by Nifty, which I did face to face with one of the guys called Amit, and he suggested me to look at this. So I'm just looking at it for the time being. I'm not following it. And then I've added these moving averages, important moving averages like 21 period, which is 20 period, 55, which is 50 period, 200 period, and 100 period moving average. I've added it here. Okay. So how do I add sector analysis, sectors? So just first of all, add the Nifty contract. Okay. So let me just add Nifty here. So Nifty 50 I'm adding. So Nifty 50 is right here in front of me. Okay. Then in trading view, if you right click, where is it? Why is it not happening? What happened to right click? Okay, so if you right click on trading view, actually you need to right click on any symbol. Sorry. You know, there's a new section which trading view has added called add section. Okay, so just add a section with any sector name. Okay, say for example, we want to add private banking. Okay, okay. So now I need to add private banking index. What you need to do is just go to NSE website. So just Google NSE private bank index. Okay. So here it is. NSE private bank index is here. Sorry, this is a PDF. So we will go to the website. Oh, actually, we need to go to better. We go to NSE India directly. Yeah. Actually, the new website is so complicated. I tend to get lost in the new website. Let's go to the old website only. So in this indices, okay, and in indices, huh? No, I don't want a PDF. There is a dedicated page for that, yeah. They've changed things so much. Okay. So there's a new website which they've created NSE indices. Maybe they've shifted all the indices there. So these are the different indices which the exchanges created. In sector indices, go to a private bank. Where is the private bank? Yeah, this is the private bank. So let's go there. Okay, and you need to see the constituents. So let's download the constituents. So it's the Excel file which is there. So I click and I see the list of stocks. Okay, I see the list of stocks which is part of the NSE private bank indices. Okay, very simple. Let me just insert that index first. So let me search for Nifty private bank. Okay, where is private? Here it is, Nifty private bank. So let's select this. So Nifty private bank is here in front of you. Okay, the index is here. Now I need to add all the stocks here. So either you can take one stock at a time and add, or I can give you a hack. I mean, if you select all and you go to the section name, just right click, add symbol, and you select all and put it here, nothing will happen. Okay, why? Because it needs a comma. Okay, so what I will do is, it's very simple. I will insert a column. I will add comma in column. I'll copy this. So comma is available in all the cells, and I will have a formula, this and this. So you see, with the symbol name, now comma is also there. Okay, copy this, paste this. So now you have all the symbols with comma, copy, right click, add symbol, paste, okay. So all the stocks are right here. Okay, this is a hack. This is a very desi hack which I've developed. Maybe what you can do is you can add one at a time. Let me repeat what I said. Some people may be saying that, sir, thoda jaldi ho gaya. No problem. So what I did was in this Excel, I added comma in this cell and copied all the comma here. Okay. And then I incorporated a formula. Excel makes simple formula. This and this. तो वो दोनों को merge कर देता है. Okay. And then I copy and on the header right click add symbol ये पेस्ट किया मैंने और इसमें एंटर कर दिया तो ये सारे स्टॉक्स आ गए ठीक है तो what I have done by doing this is for each and every sector index what I have done is I have added the index price as well as the respective stock here so this is what I have created is like this. So broader indices, small cap, mid cap, Nifty Junior, Nifty, Bank Nifty, CNX Finance. It talks about the broader market, what exactly is happening in the market. Then you have these private banks, which I have pinned down here. Then I have this public sector bank. It took me half an hour. थोड़ा मेहनत करेंगे बन जाएगा इतना complicated नहीं है ठीक है The beauty of this setup is when I click change, the sorting is done on the basis of each and every section. This is lovely feature of TradingView. तो जब आप इसको चेंज को क्लिक कर रहे हैं तो it is sorting on the basis of each and every section plus and minuses is getting incorporated. Okay, so this is the format which I want all of you to make, and in fact whatever I'm showing it to you right now, I guess it is free because you are allowed to make one watch list in TradingView and you can have one chart in TradingView. Okay, but I think if you want to add more than 3 indicators, you need to subscribe to a premium version. But taking one premium version of TradingView, I think if you invest for a year, it will not be a wasteful expenditure. Trust me, it is a worth it utility at a very reasonable price. But this is not what I wanted to talk about. Now, how do I analyze things is something which I wanted to discuss. As I said, first thing first. See, market can go up, market can go down. And today is a classic example where we can say that things are not in our hand. कल यूएस के अंदर में क्या हो जाएगा हमको कैसे पता लगेगा? This yield story, today people are talking about the yield story. This I told 10 days ago that US yield has gone up above 1.2, but market was not respecting that. So when will market react to any such kind of an event outside is beyond our control. Okay, the only thing which is in our control is to invest our hard-earned money in a stock which is supposed to be a strong stock. This is what I've been just telling people, that to get that peace of mind, your money should be parked in a stock which is strong, and if the stock is getting weak, you should get out of that stock. No matter what the loss is, what the price is, निकलना है तो निकलना है क्योंकि वो स्टॉक वीक हो रहा है, मार्केट वीक हो रहा है तो आप निकलना चाह रहे हैं. That is a very difficult thing to time. But yes, if you look at the broader market indices, you will be able to time that also. But seldom we see that we actually exit full time. ऐसा कभी हुआ है क्या कि मार्केट से हम लोग पूरा जीरो हो गए? At least in my career of 15 years, I've never been able to be in a zero position in market. But yes, I can reduce my position. Yes, whenever my position is there in any stock, if market has recovered, those stocks have recovered far, far better than what market recovered has. So this market today it has fallen, probably tomorrow also it will fall. But the idea is not to think about that red color. The idea is to think about that green color which will come in future. Could it come in 2 days, 3 days, or could come in 7 days. We don't know that. So what you should do is, every one of you, आप लोग सबको को ये आदत डालनी पड़ेगी कि मैं सेक्टर को देखूंगा और उस सेक्टर का परफॉर्मेंस वीजा विज मार्केट को जज करने की कोशिश करूंगा. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल निफ्टी प्राइवेट बैंक, RS is almost zero and the sector index has been trading around this for some time. Okay, So it is not showing me a very alarming weakness, because ये जो इंडेक्स है ये यहाँ का स्विंग हाई के ऊपर में चला गया है और ये ऊपर में अभी है, ठीक है, आज करेक्ट कर गया, कल करेक्ट कर गया, बट अभी भी ये ऊपर है. And fortunately, this moving average, which is 100-day moving average, this is 21 period moving average. No, this is how much? 55 period moving average. This moving average and this support line is conjuncting. Okay. तो इसका मतलब निफ्टी प्राइवेट बैंक के अंदर में मंदी खेलने का कुछ नहीं है. अगर इसमें कोई तेजी का स्टॉक मिल जाएगा तो हम तेजी ही खेलेंगे. ओके. Now let us figure out which stock could be a potentially buying stock. Okay, this is irrespective of what Shorodeep has told us. We will try to analyze. Bandhan Bank, I will not touch because it's a weak stock, and these kind of stocks can give you a movement, but these are very confused stocks. इसमें पैसा बनाना बहुत मुश्किल है. IDFC First Bank, it is a strong stock. Okay, अगर ये प्राइस आपको नीचे मिलता है यहाँ पे और प्राइवेट बैंक्स भी यहाँ से रिकवर करते हैं तो ये स्टॉक है जिसको आपको देखना चाहिए. तो ये मेरा बाइंग लिस्ट में आ जाएगा. तो आप एक काम करो, इसको ट्रेडिंग व्यू में एक और फीचर है बहुत जबरदस्त, वो है यहाँ पर आप इसको कलर कर सकते हो. तो सपोज you are willing to look at this stock from a long perspective, just color it green so that when you sort it on the basis of green, you have that stock in front of you. So your homework should ideally be reflected in your trading view or StockEdge screen itself. Okay. Unfortunately, there are some things which we don't have, and we don't mind saying that trading view is far superior than what StockEdge has done. But hopefully, we'll be able to match that or at least integrate with them so that all these features can be used by you guys. So IDFC First Bank मेरे को तेजी के हिसाब से रखना है. Federal Bank again, RS is positive. It is not showing me a negative trend below zero, plus ये moving average के ऊपर आज support लिया है, ये भी मेरे को long की तरफ mind में रखना है. IndusInd Bank, this is also RS is positive, moving averages के ऊपर चल रहा है, मुझे long की तरफ रखना है. अगर ये मुझे 1000 रुपए के आसपास मिल जाए तो मजा आ जाए. Okay, otherwise yes, if the stock crosses a certain level, it's safer to get into that stock. Now, what is that level? See, if you will be waiting for daily chart breakout, then obviously the stock will take some time. For example, अगर मैं यहाँ से 1066 का अगर मैं इसका high का wait करूंगा, which is 1120, then you have already missed some movement, which is okay if you want to play for a longer swings. Oh, let me throw a caveat that I am not a person who trades for 4 days or 5 days. I am a person who loves to carry the position for 10 days, 15 days, 20 days. In fact, there are some stocks like NIT where I have positions since last 2 months. And I know the stock is consolidating and it will probably be preparing for a bigger breakout. But I don't mind holding on to that stock because of certain reasons. Okay. So the solution to that is start looking at 2-hourly chart along with this. So this is 2-hourly chart. So whenever this kind of a stock gives a breakout in a 2-hourly chart, then probably you can enter. For example, in the IndusInd Bank, if it gives breakout above 1080, you probably can make an attempt to enter this stock. Why? Because it is a strong stock. तो इसको भी अपने green कर लेते. Okay, SDFC Bank. More or less same story. More or less same story. Don't look at 2-hourly chart trend, super trend right now. Just look at daily chart. More or less same story, but not as convincing as the other stocks, isn't it? है तेजी है लेकिन उतना convincing नहीं है because RS बार बार बोल रहा है कि मैं थक गया हूं, मैं थक गया हूं. Yeah. ICICI Bank. So this is a classic stock where RS has been positive for a long time. Look at this tenure. RS, let me just remove this 2-hourly chart for the time being. Look at this. This bank RS has been positive since the stock gave a breakout from 415. 415 से स्टॉक चल रहा है और आरएस उसका पॉजिटिव है, तो द स्टॉक विल टेक सम रेस्ट, नो? It is running like crazy. It will take some rest. Till RS is above zero, I definitely don't intend to go short in this stock, right? Probably the stock can take a support around these levels, 571. So should I be in a hurry to buy this stock? No. Should I wait for an opportunity for the stock to come here? Probably yes. Why? Why will I buy? Because RS is above zero and the stock overall, the private sector bank is not showing me weakness as an index. So probably I will try to buy at a lower level. Is it a stock to buy immediately? No, because there are other better options in private bank. Always think in this direction कि भैया इससे better क्या है? And you know, when I prepared for my CAT, my teacher who taught me how to appear for a CAT only told me one thing. CAT is an exam of elimination. It is not the exam of selection. CAT का एग्जाम देने के बाद IIM ग्रेजुएट्स को सिलेक्ट नहीं किया जाता, जो अच्छे नहीं है उनको रिजेक्ट किया जाता है. कैट में आप मल्टीपल चॉइस एग्जाम आते हैं आपके पास में, तो आप ये नहीं करोगे कि उसमें से सही आंसर कौन सा है वो सिलेक्ट करना है. जो बाकी 3 गलत है उसको रिजेक्ट करो, सही अपने आप सही हो जाएगा. स्टॉक मार्केट इज एग्जैक्टली लाइक दैट. You have to reject stocks which you believe probably will not, and it's a game of probability. Tomorrow ICICI Bank can obviously start moving from tomorrow itself, we never know, but it's a game of probability. RBL Bank, not at all. I will not touch this bank. It has to show me strength. It is not showing me strength. Axis Bank, lovely. I find Axis Bank to be better structure than ICICI Bank. What do you think? ICICI बैंक ने प्रीवियस स्विंग लो को तोड़ दिया है, 607 के नीचे चला गया है. एक्सिस बैंक नहीं तोड़ा है. ये देखिए बार बार यहां पर आ रहा है 713. तो विच बैंक आई विल देन बाय? एक्सिस बैंक. मेरा वैसे एक्सिस बैंक में पोजीशन है, मैं एक डिस्क्लेमर दे दे रहा हूं, इसलिए मेरा यहाँ पर ब्लू कलर है. जहां जहां मेरा पोजीशन होता है मैं इसको ब्लू कलर कर देता हूं फॉर द ईज ऑफ माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग. Then Kotak Bank. It is very unfortunate that Kotak Bank is not performing, but it is part of my long-term family portfolio. So yes, but it is weak. You can't buy this bank. RS is continuously telling us sell, sell, sell. Even though Kotak is going up, it is recovering from 1700 to 2000. RS was still suggesting a weakness to me. Why will I buy them? Maybe Kotak would have performed well, but why will I buy when RS is not giving me a strong signal? Same if you see PSU public banks. So let's do an analysis of PSU public bank. It's what do you want और क्या चाहिए? हाँ, ये सेक्टर आपको चीख चीख के बोल रहा है कि मैं तेज हूं, मैं तेज हूं. आपको क्या चाहिए और? Do you agree to this? Don't you think this sector is so strong right now? इसमें स्टॉक्स हमको ढूंढने हैं, तो चलिए ढूंढते हैं. PUB, no. Central Bank, probably yes, but this is a stock which will give you very strong, very volatile heartbeat. If you can take that, then probably you will enter these stocks. Union Bank, not bad. तो इसको ग्रीन कर ले, मेरा पोजीशन है इसलिए मैं ब्लू कर रखा हूं. JK Bank, not so convincing, बट या इसका एक स्विंग सपोर्ट के पास में ट्राई किया जा सकता है क्योंकि RS 0 के अभी भी ऊपर. PNB बैंक, ये बीच में रैली दिया था बट ये वापस से वीकनेस की तरफ आ गया है, तो मे बी इट्स नॉट द बेस्ट ऑप्शन फॉर मी, नॉट द बेस्ट ऑप्शन. यूको बैंक, certainly not. Canada Bank, I have a position here, that's why it's blue. Probably yes, probably. State Bank, certainly yes. There is no two thought. There is no two thought. देखिए ये स्टॉक गिरेगा भी ना, फिर भी आरएस देखिए चिल्ला चिल्ला के बोल रहा है कि अरे तो मार्केट के कारण गिर रहा है, ये स्टॉक में बहुत स्ट्रेंथ है, इस स्टॉक को नहीं बेचना अपने को. बेस्ट स्ट्रेटेजी क्या है ये सब स्टॉक में मैं बताऊं? शेयर लेके ऊपर का कॉल ऑप्शन बेच दो. इससे अच्छा कोई स्ट्रेटेजी नहीं है, बिकॉज आज की डेट में मार्केट गिर रहा है तो कॉल ऑप्शन का आईवी ऊपर है, वॉलेटिलिटी ऊपर है तो प्रीमियम ज्यादा मिलेगा। शेयर लो, ऊपर का कॉल बेचो, शेयर लो, ऊपर का कॉल बेचो, ये शेयर आपके लिए सबसे ज्यादा लॉन्ग टर्म रिटर्न दे देगा। बैंक निफ्टी, very Bank of India, not bad. Look at this structure. Maybe risk reward is not favorable. Maybe it can come down near 72, but not bad, huh? But relatively, I will not. मेरा पोजीशन है बाय द वे इसके अंदर में। इंडियन बैंक नॉट गुड, आरएस थोड़ा नेगेटिव ट्रेंड है। रिलेटिवली आई फाइंड अदर बैंक्स टू बी बेटर, बट इट्स नॉट बैड आल्सो, ठीक है, देखा जा सकता है। बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा सिमिलर, इंडियन बैंक और बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा सिमिलर, but I would say Bank of Baroda has better risk reward ratio because it is coming near to its demand zone, which is this average and the previous swing low. IOB, again a very high heartbeat stock. If you can manage that kind of a heartbeat, not bad. Maharashtra Bank, not bad, same high heartbeat stock. So I am overall, if you see, I have quite a lot of position in PSU banks because I'm seeing a fantastic structural story getting emerged in PSU bank. In fact, in overall PSU sector, I'm seeing a very, very strong structural bull market getting created. तो इसमें से PSU में से अगर आप अच्छे स्टॉक पकड़ पाते हैं, not necessary bank, if you see PSUs like Steel Authority of India, what a phenomenal performance here. Consistently performing stock, showed weakness for some days, but again it has come back to its strength territory. तो PSU को अपने को ध्यान रखना है। You know, similar kind of a Bhel, yeah, Suradeep is saying Bhel. So that infra index, unfortunately, I have not created infra index because infra thing is part of BSC index. So I am following only NSC index because somehow I restrict myself in terms of index analysis. So I hope this study which I am doing, I hope all of you adapt this study for yourself. So this is one way I identify stocks and I try to build positions. I'm a very cash market guy. I avoid derivatives because today is like a classic day where you get very jittery if you have a derivative position. But if you have a cash market position, it doesn't matter to you, know. 5% तो गिरा है, नीचे से 40% बढ़ भी तो गया सारे स्टॉक्स, 5% गिर गया तो क्या हो गया उसमें? Okay, and the other theory of mine is my stock, which is these are the list of stocks which I am tracking day in and day out. Okay, और उसके अंदर में I keep on analyzing. Look at this stock which I have been holding, Sundaram Finance. A lot of these stocks I also post on StockEdge Club, by the way. I don't know how many of you are using that facility, and if you are not using it, please don't complain to me later. That sir, मैं तो use ही नहीं कर रहा था. By the way, I am following each one of you. Huh? You see, whenever any new member gets added, I follow immediately. And I keep on posting ideas where I am working. It's not that I am just posting theoretical ideas. So Reddington, yes, I'm working. All these stocks which I've mentioned here, these are part of my stock list which I'm tracking, where I have positions. See all these blue, these are my positions, which I'm trying to communicate to all of you, right? So pay attention to all the ideas which I'm generating. Please don't do blind buying in my ideas because my risk appetite could be very different. Your risk appetite could be very different. That's why I don't give calls. Neither I give take profit and stop loss because it's totally your call. You will have to make a judgment कि क्या stop loss मेरे को रखना है, क्या take profit रखना है. These are the stocks which I'm tracking, and wherever I see opportunity in these stocks, I enter at the right price and I hold on to them. And obviously I keep on booking profit also, because ये मार्केट ऐसा हो गया कि इसके अंदर में छोटा छोटा प्रॉफिट लेना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर आप खाली बड़ा मूव लेगे तो ये मार्केट नहीं था, वो पुराना मार्केट था जिसमें बड़ा मूव मिलता है. अभी का मार्केट में छोटा छोटा प्रॉफिट लेना बहुत जरूरी है. So I hope this mini session from me was helpful for all of you. Although my intention was to take few questions, but unfortunately, let today be the learning session for all of you. and I will not take questions. Let's have a and question anyways. You can tag me here. So see, StockEdge Club gives you that advantage of asking questions. So what's your thought on dollar SDFC? And you can ask me, Vivek Bajaj. And you can ask me that question. Although I don't prefer to be asked stock specific questions, but if you have anything to discuss with me, feel free to tag me, and I will connect with you. And also, please take the advantage of that 10 minutes window which I have given to all of you. If you want to discuss counsel, personal discussion, anything. Day before yesterday, one of the club members called me and he was asking, should I get married or not? So those are some funny things which I love to answer also. I can give you my opinion there also. But nonetheless, take the advantage if you need any kind of guidance, any help from me. I'll be more than willing to spend 10 minutes with you. Connect with Sunita. She will fix up a time. There's a calendar which I've shared with her. So use the facility to become a better trader. Again, repeating one thing for benefit of everyone. We are not here to give you stock tips. We will never do that. Whatever we share in club is ideas where you have to build on your knowledge and your expertise. And in that process, if you need any knowledge, we are willing to share with you, but we will not give you stock tips ki ye le lo, ye bech do, ye stop loss kar do. Then the whole DNA of StockEdge Club will get lost. So, guys, today I'm not taking questions. I hope you liked this session by Sharadeep and myself. Next Friday, we'll meet again. And in the meanwhile, we are always connected through virtual world. Feel free to connect with me. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Sharadeep, for your time. And have a great weekend, guys. And take care of the market. Don't worry. Have faith in your ability that you can crack it as we are able to do it. Why can't you do it? But develop a system for yourself, and please see my webinar where there is a system which I've given, and follow that system if possible. Maybe you can modify the system, make it better. Do share with me if you have anything better. I would love to learn from you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Swati. Thank you, everyone, for attending this session. I really loved every moment with you. I hope we have a productive journey in stock market together. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vivek, sir, and Shoradeep. Thank you. Just to let our users to know that after this session, you will find a feedback form. अगर आपके कोई सवाल है, if there is any question which you wanted to ask us and you want us to reach out to you, we will definitely get back to you with the query to be answered. So please do help with your feedback. If you have any suggestions also, you could definitely put in that. Thank you so much and have a great weekend.